Yo, what is up, YouTube? I'm back with another Catch a Monster tier list. So today we're going to be talking about the newest monsters and the newest update, the Rift event. And let's go ahead and start it off right here. So, as you guys can see, this is magmorus, the newest monster. I will hold off on these two, these two monsters before I rate them, because obviously suspense. If you guys don't know what this monster is, he's actually the third monster that I didn't really talk about. He's the third monster that you can actually get from the shadow sealed core egg, and he is actually pretty insane for passives. I actually got an S rank from him, like opening an egg. Yeah, at least to say his passives are very, very good, and he's probably the best monster for passives, I think. Let me check that real quick. Well, they kind of go hand in hand. Let's see. If I go to meow, 35, 35, 25, 25, but he gets a 25% luck. I think they kind of go hand in hand. But I think because the void trombone is actually useful in combat, I'm actually going to put him above meow. Let's go ahead and skip these guys for now. This guy right here, I'm going to put him straight into meta. Yeah, I'm going to put him in meta, because even though his skills don't really back him, his stats are still very, very strong. Like, he's still a very, very strong monster, and he still has like one of the highest stats in the game. Well, not anymore, but he did. Bullard is decent. I put him behind him personally. I think Bullard's skills are pretty decent as well, but I just think he lacks behind in like stats and everything else. Armored Draco Spike, I will put him above him in terms of meta wise, because he can still be used way more often in like a better team like idea. These two, the little brothers, the Knight brothers, I'm gonna put them in meta, obviously. I think he's still way better than this one, because he's just really a tank monster. However, he does have really, really good skills, so I will keep him here, I think. Void Scythewing, he's decent. I'm gonna put him right here. I don't think he's really all that, to be honest, but you know, I think he's well, I think these two are decent, actually. I think these two are decent. I don't think they're in meta. I think they're decent. Poseidon, I'm gonna put right here, because he's still very, very useful in terms of passive as well. He's still a really good, strong monster, but personally, I really only use him for the 50% damage passive. So if it were up to me, I would put him in the passives, but you know, I'm gonna put him in the meta just for the people who are gonna probably like cry river. Void Ice Plate, I'm gonna put him right here for his 35% increase in the rank luck. Maragon, I'm gonna keep him right here for now, and then I will rate all these guys in a minute. Steamforge, I'm gonna put in decent. I think he's better, personally. I think he's better than Scythewing, personally. I think his stats are stronger or are higher, but I think overall his abilities are like better for a team dynamic. Noctane, put him right here. Dustwing, put it above him. I like EXP more than coins. Void Luna Fox, I think is still very good. I'm gonna put him in decent. Mint Gloom, I think is above him, because he also gives he gives more coins. Let's see, this is a regular ice plate. Let me get rid of him. Hydro, he's gonna put right here. That's decent. Frosty L is still decent as well. I'm actually gonna put him above at the top of the tier list, because I think he's still very, very good. I just don't think he quite hangs with the meta monsters. I still use him because his stuns are very, very good. So actually, I'm gonna put him in meta. Because I think his stuns are very, very good, and it backs him pretty well. Avalanche Worm, I'm gonna put him above Draco Spike personally, because I think his damage output is just really, really insane. Now I know I'm a little biased because I have a really OP Avalanche Worm, but I mean, I think Avalanche Worm is still very, very good in itself. The damage output is still really, really insane. Obviously Dragon is gonna go right here, because obviously he gives the flying passive. Fastest mount in the game. I'm gonna put this guy right here. Now we can finally talk about the top 3 guys. So Maragon, is very, very good. We all know Maragon. Soul Guard, very, very good. We all know Soul Guard. And Scare Reaper, we all know Scare Reaper. Insane HP. I've seen people say they've reached like a 1 trillion HP already. Motovok, insane. However, he did recently just go through a nerf. So let's go ahead and look at that. Motovok did go through a nerf where it made his skill, his 3-second skill turn into a 6-second skill. And that is that's a very big nerf, personally. Because his 3-second skill was really what, like, how he did, like, insane amounts of damage. So it's really gonna, like, hurt him, honestly. And Oblivion is a Gravion is very, very good. But I don't think he quite reaches top 3. Now let me explain why. Gravion is very, very good stats wise and everything else. Like 300 HP, 300 billion HP is insane, especially for an A rank. It's insane. However, its damage, like the 8-second cooldown is very, very long. I know the beam itself is like a 3-second long beam, but it doesn't stun. It may inflict vulnerable, but it does not stun. The Dark Singularity does stun, but this Oblivion beam does not stun. So I will probably have to take that. Like I'll have to knock it down a few points, because if it's stunned, it would be honestly a top 3 monster. I honestly think it would be, but it just doesn't hang. I just don't think it hangs. And its damage doesn't really hang either, personally. So you know. Magmorus, if you guys don't know, Magmorus is one of the newest monsters as well. This is the Fire Tornado and the Blaze Blast they could do, and the passive is pretty decent as well, but I don't think it replaces Frosty L personally. However, I will say it is still very, very usable. Actually, I might put, I like it. Okay, Gravion has a lot of HP, so that's why I'm putting it above these two guys. Their skills are generally better. Well, I think they go hand in hand. I'm gonna put Magmorus back here because I think he has a higher potential than Avalanche Worm, and his AoE damage, his skills are still good. I just don't think he is good enough to be top 3. Now, Motovok. I personally think Motovok's nerf is very detrimental. However, I've seen people with 80 billion damage on Motovok, and his damage and skills and stats still seem like the same. So for that reason, I'm still gonna keep him in the top 3, in my opinion. Scare Reaper could hit like 1 trillion HP, so I still consider him top 3 as well. Now, between Soul Guard and Maragon, I really do like Soul Guard because of his huge AoE and just overall like damage and everything else. So I'm gonna put Soul Guard at top 3 as well. Will I put him above Motovok? I don't think he's better than Motovok anymore, personally. Maybe a recency bias, but I don't think he's better than Motovok anymore. And Maragon is gonna go top of meta, in my opinion. I think he's better than Oblivion. You can say I'm wrong, you can say whatever you want. I think he is. Maybe it's just I'm a little biased, but I just think the 20 billion damage is just very, very significant. Is he a glass cannon? Yes, but if used correctly, he could be a force to be reckoned with. Like absolutely insane damage and everything else. So overall, guys, this is my tier list. If you guys do hate it, you know, feel free to comment down below what I did wrong. If I missed anything else, let me know down below as well. But if you guys also want to like get in contact with me or talk to me about any questions and everything else, I have a Discord down below in my description. Feel free to join in, guys, and that's a good way to kind of have everybody like play together as well. I also play a bunch of different other games, so I have chats for those as well. If you guys ever need help, my like helpers are in there as well, and sometimes I will try to help out myself, but I am kind of busy, and as my helpers are too. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.